Basically, I skipped the part where I steamed the milk instead because I know that you wouldn't follow this particular process because I have a milk steamer. It does the job for me. And I basically just have to put the ingredients in this little pitcher and then stick this under that. But this is like a $40 piece of equipment that does espresso and milk steaming, and I don't expect you to do that. What you got to do instead is super easy. You just take like a mason jar or any jar, honestly. You could even probably do it with like a mug, as long as like you have a cap for the mug, I guess. And you shake it up a lot, enough that there are some bubbles at the top. And then you stick it in a microwave. I can't remember exactly how long, just because I don't do this process. Like, there's recipes for this online, easy to find and all that. You nuke it for X amount of time. You take some of this beautiful chocolate liqueur, and you put it at the bottom of your mug. You stir in the hot milk, and then once you make sure everything's chocolatey, you grab a few pumps of that, or you can use a teaspoon or a tablespoon and measure it out individually for how much you particularly want. I don't need to do measurements anymore just because I already know how much goes in everything. But here, let me show. It's just like super easy to do this. But it's not super easy to do it one-handed. Let's see. Yeah, that'll work. That's the wrong one. So like 4 or 5 pumps of that. Then you just take this, and don't worry, I always clean up this mat after I use it, because I always make a mess. Peach hot chocolate. It's that easy. If you want to get real fancy, you can. So that peach cobbler frappe that I was talking about, I just take some of this vanilla. Pour a little of that in. I mean, I do have a vanilla pump. The issue is that it's like, there's none left in it because I use vanilla in almost all my drinks. Take a little bit of that. And then this is maple extract. And there's like a bunch of different extracts for a bunch of different flavors. I personally just have maple and peppermint that's hidden back there. And pour a little bit of that in there. And then, where is... Oh, here it is. Gotta shake this up. I should probably mix this a little bit. So, you saw how that I added the peach before I poured in the milk? That's how you get it to, like, do it all equally, like, make sure the flavor is all in there. Just because I put the vanilla and the maple in afterwards, just as like a demonstration of how easy it is, but then proceeded to make a more, barista-y drink, you have to stir it a little bit. Just enough to get the flavor all in there. And then whipped cream, because that always is amazing. Really? Want to run out on me now? Always have backup. This is like hard to do one-handed. And then for cinnamon, really? It had to get on my hand the second that I touched it. I just use a bottle of cinnamon, pour a little bit into the lid. Maybe. Jeez, I'm running out of everything. You just want a little bit. This is actually a lot. If you know how strong cinnamon can be. So with this, you just tap it right over. And honestly, I used a bit too much there, but you know what? Life gets extreme, so you need extreme cinnamon to deal with life. And then, to just finish it off, I'm trying to open this, gosh darn. Not the best job, just because I'm mostly doing this one-handed, but voila! There's what I call my peach cobbler mocha, even though there's no actually espresso in it. But yeah, it's just that easy. And then you can do that like with a huge assortment of flavors. Like my favorite brand is Tirani's here, as I'm pretty sure that you're able to tell. But another really good one is I think this is Jordan's Skinny Syrups. I'm able to get a lot of this particular brand from Bed Bath & Beyond. The Tirani's I'm able to find at like Amazon just to get this wide assortment of flavors. But if you're looking for like really simple stuff, Bed Bath & Beyond will have hazelnut, and I'm usually sure they have any sort of pumpkin spice stuff because that's always really popular. Not my particular favorite, but hey. But for more fruity flavors, definitely go with Tirani's, because I just have a small collection of their fruity flavors. Their peach, their strawberry, and their raspberry. But they have so many really good ones. They have their kiwi and all that sort of shit if you want to go super fruity. But yeah, voila.